Right mate, Slimeade here and welcome back to some more Smash Bros. World of Light addendum thing of the spirit boards. So, last episode I literally recorded like maybe about 2 minutes ago. And I'm just going to continue doing these. Because, I mean, they're much shorter than like just doing a full World of Light episode, which is like 20 minutes. And depending on the size of the board, it can really vary. Also depends on like what the spirits are like. Are these guys really too short to die? So here comes the big one. Bastard Wolf! Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Just thinking about how I called it an addendum before. That's the first hit anything has got on me in this this entire video, I guess. But thinking about how I called it an addendum before, and anytime I say the word addendum, I just think of like epilogue could work, to be honest, or like just DLC, because that works. But yeah, addendum just makes me think of like, you know, the Volgun and the whole SCP stuff. I suppose Dragon Quest is something that I should really be saying something about, because I have actually played, you've probably seen the Tokkul Spirit on the board, that I do actually have the Tokkul Spirit. And that's because I've actually played Dragon Quest XI, the Switch version. I think that should be obvious though, because, well, I do in fact have the spirit. They don't, because I have ripped it out of them. But what's it called? It's actually quite a fun game. I recommend actually, you know, picking it up if you actually are curious about like Dragon Quest and that. It's actually quite humorous as well. I've heard a lot of people say like Dragon Quest doesn't feel as like wacky as Final Fantasy, but it's more like Dragon Quest makes up for it for the humour, I'd say. Because Dragon Quest is like a very classic feeling. I like how he got stunned from that. If I wanted to, I could just sit here and press neutral B. But what's it called? I will say it is kind of funny like how many of these spirits just use a large rob, just for any like vaguely robotic feeling enemy. I know like this is supposed to be a golem though, which I will say actually like, as an enemy type, I do actually quite enjoy the concept of golems. You can kind of blame Pokemon for that, because they brought us, I think, some of the best designed golems we've seen in anything with the Regis. Which I actually have, in terms of like, in Generation 7 anyway, I have all but one Regi in Shiny. The only one that I don't have in Shiny is Regice, or Regice, or whatever you want to call it. But that's because it's shiny, it's like two thingies. Out of curiosity, I just want to know, like, it's like if you were to use one of them half HP or like draining things on it. See, this is so slippery. This. This is like one of the most difficult ones, and it's not because it's like an actual hard spirit, it's just like so fast. Which is actually accurate to like just metal slimes in Dragon Quest, because they kind of like started the trend that like the like you've got Chansey did it in Generation 1, the Slurpluff or whatever it was called in Miitopia did it as well, Cactuar as well, or Cactor or whatever it's called, the cactus guy from Final Fantasy, they did it as well. Is that badge ever going to drop off? Oh, we'll just kick it. But what's it called? They started the trend of just being like that really valuable enemy that gives you a lot of stuff, but typically either has like really low defense or just like incredibly fast and just like deletes itself from the game if you don't look at it properly. But so it makes sense really for them to make a spirit like that.
Ready, go!
One thing I will say that I really like about Dragon Quest is the art style, because it's got that very like classic Akira Toriyama kind of look to it. This is one of the fights that's not necessarily hard, it's just annoying, because Pikachu does not leave you alone. Pikachu is like the most aggressive Pikachu I've ever seen in this game. It's not so much the Pikachu that you're after though, even though it might be worth your time, because it keeps doing that. You're actually... Well, to be fair, I am actually using, like, Tsubasa, who, if I remember correctly, is, like, one of the absolute weakest spirits in the game. But, what's it called? It is Pichu that you're after. But because Pikachu just, like, dash attack, everything. Also, why do you get to react first, then? So if you wanted to, you could just, like, single out and destroy Pikachu if you wanted. I don't know how effective this is, but... that works, I guess. You know what, he deserves that, to be honest. For being... He's not even shooting him, he missed entirely! This one's also kind of an annoying spirit, to be honest. I am kind of surprised, though, that like Cetacea gets a spirit, because it is like something that gets revealed like really late on in the game. I'm just gonna try and single out Hero, because trust me, Big K. Rool is like the most difficult thing to deal with in terms of spirit fights. I think the only time that Big K. Rool isn't like a... I wish they both stopped jumping though. Because I get why K. Rool is jumping, but... Hero, not so much. Yeah, it's so odd to see some of that. Then again, Smash doesn't really care about spoilers. See, what I'm trying to do here is not get hit, but also try... How is he jumping over every single one of my shots? Fall over. But yeah, Smash doesn't really care about spoilers. So it kind of just like... Like, this one's a big example because there's actually a character in here that's like an actual genuine massive spoiler. This is also a really annoying spirit to deal with. But, it's one of them things that just kind of surprises me. At least it's not Xenoblade though, because Xenoblade fans are kind of like... They get really aggro over spoilers. No. Oh yeah, she heals because she's the dedicated healer of the party. Do it! Do it! Oh! Wait! Wait a second, Gremlin. Whenever I say do it, just like... Give me a second to prepare. This is why Jarvis, or whatever he's called, stole your ult. See, this is one of the more annoying ones because they seem to think that Sylvando is actually Sephiroth in disguise and carries a 90-foot long sword with him everywhere he goes. And that's like a lot further from what actually happens. This one is a difficult one. And it's because it's a 2-in-1. And unlike the last two, DDD has a gun. Rab doesn't have a gun with him in Dragon Quest. I'm at 1 HP, how am I going to win now? Because all it takes is one hit from him. I'm 100% dead. See, that's what happens. Also, this guy in general, I've noticed that, like, with the fight with this guy, he's just, like, weirdly strong. Now, I'm gathering if you're playing Smash Bros, you're probably not too worried about spoilers, but it still strikes me as odd that they've represented Hendrik in the spirit, considering it's like there's a big plot twist about him, like, changing sides halfway through the game. Why was I in so much lag then? You deserve that, to be honest. See, I actually don't know why they represent Erik solely through the boomerang, because Erik has knives as well. Erik could have worked with Sheik, to be honest. And I know there's a thing that if you actually do enough damage to this Zelda, you can actually take her out in one go like that. I'm like trying to concentrate here because this is genuinely like one of the more annoying fights. Stop running away, Sheik! Is Is it because you do the same thing? Yeah. Here we go. Let's see if we can take out Samus first. The platforms also kind of play a big role in like how doable this fight is, to be honest. Because they feel random to me. I don't know if they are, but like I've done this fight a few times, like on different instances. And sometimes they feel like really doable, and other times it just feels like complete crap. Do you like footstool me then? Yeah, this is one of the guys you need to watch out for. I don't know why, he just seems to do like a lot of damage for no reason. That was weirdly effective. Watch as it somehow falls apart. I'll find a way to accidentally make it fall apart. Or I can just shoot him in the head, that'll work. And now we've got the last spirit. Now, I actually already have this spirit, but it kind of doesn't feel like, what level was that in? Kind of doesn't feel right, like not finishing this like spirit board by ignoring one, because well, I already have this one. I think there's another spirit on another spirit board that I'll kind of do the same thing, you know, just for like completion's sake. Remember, this is an annoying spirit as well. What happens when you have like a load of tiny enemies at once? They're just too hard to hit. Because they're small. Also, Mr. Game Watch with his like world's best up B that was ever invented. These two are the ones that I have to watch out for. I thought one of them had dropped the... Oh. Right, let me get that. Let me get the jelly-filled donut. This one that keeps spamming up B. Get out! I don't even know how many there are. Because that's one gone, there's another gone. Ooh! Good thing we weren't near that. I think this is the last one now, so... In fact, there's one of the little guys that the spirit's representing on the floor. He's just kind of running around. Can we force Mr. Game & Watch to leave? Because that one's not been leaving. But speaking of leaving, now that we've got that spirit board cleared up, if you like this video, don't forget to comment, like, rate, subscribe, bell, do backflip, drink water, whatever. I'll see you guys next time.